Hello there. Are you an employee whose employment rights have been ignored? Do you have a sick feeling in the pit of your stomach every day you go to work? Perhaps you've been unfairly dismissed? Or do you feel that you have no option but to resign your job because of problems and issues at work? Have you been bullied, or discriminated against, or harassed? Or do you feel that you are being squeezed out of your job? Maybe you just have a question about your employment rights. Maybe you're confused and you're not sure whether your rights are being breached or not. I provide a question answering service too. It aims to help you understand whether you have a legitimate complaint or not and make a good, well-informed decision. I try to help clear away the fog of confusion and give you clarity. I've helped many people in the same situation as you, with things like unfair dismissal, constructive dismissal, being unfairly selected for redundancy, not getting your entitlements, for example, proper rest breaks, holiday entitlements, correct pay, not getting a written contract of employment, being bullied and or harassed in the workplace, having your contract changed without your consent, perhaps unfair disciplinary proceedings and warnings on your record, or generally not being treated fairly when you're sick or suffer an injury at work. Some employers, regrettably, a small minority, are or may well be cowboy employers. Most employers are fine, hard-working, professional and law-abiding business owners. They recognise employees' employment rights and give them what they're entitled to. Unfortunately, a small minority are not like that. They can be rough and ready and not too fussy about the niceties of employment law. In fact, some of them think that employment law is a nuisance. They blatantly ignore your rights as an employee, and they will continue to act like cowboys if they are allowed to get away with it, if you don't stand up to them. Most employees don't want conflict, however. They don't want to be seen as someone who causes trouble, so they can be slow to stand up for themselves. The vast majority of employees simply want to get on with the job without any hassle or disagreement. This is perfectly understandable. But quite frankly, there are times when you do need to stand up for yourself, because if you don't, the situation is likely to get worse. Not facing up to the problem may well make things worse. The consequences of a serious problem at work not being tackled can be hard on your health and your well-being. It can also be problematic for your career prospects, because you may just quit and walk away from the job. This clearly isn't a real solution, because the same thing can happen all over again in your new job, and you will be explaining why you left your previous job. Sometimes you just have to take a stand. My name is Gorry. I'm a solicitor. I've helped many employees with their employment difficulties. I've helped them at Rights Commissioner hearings, in the Employment Appeals Tribunal, in the Labour Court, at the Equality Tribunal, at the WRC, that's the Workplace Relations Commission, and in the courts. Sometimes a simple letter from me to the employer will sort out the problem. That will be the end of it, and everybody will be happy. Other times, unfortunately, this isn't enough. My solicitor's practice is only a small one, but this means that your problem means a lot to us. You're not just another file like you might be in a big law firm. And I'm straight talking. If you don't think you have a case, or I don't think you have a case, I'll tell you that at the outset. If I think the employer is being reasonable and acting lawfully, I'll tell you that too. But if I believe your rights are being infringed or ignored, I will fight tooth and nail for you, provided that's what you want. I'll do my best to ensure that you're given redress for any breach of your employment rights, and try to ensure that you enjoy peace of mind and less stress as you head to work every day. The essential thing about reducing stress and getting peace of mind and asserting your employment rights is that from even a health perspective, it's vital that you are not worrying at night or waking up in the morning and dreading going to work. One of the biggest benefits is the reduction of stress and increased peace of mind for the employee. The ability to put a worrying and stressful situation behind you and get on with your life is priceless. Almost always, Sorting out the problem has even resulted in better health and a feeling of security for the employee. If you want to arrange a consultation, email me now. My email address is terry@employmentrightsIreland.com. The consultation is only €95 and it can be done in 4 different ways. You can come to my office in Enfield in County Meath. We can do it by telephone, we can do it by email, or we can do it by Skype. You can pay online by bank transfer or by PayPal. So this is the consultation service. You may have a question, you may have an issue, you may not be sure or unsure rather as to whether your employment rights are being infringed, and you may simply want clarity and you want a bit of understanding, and you want confusion cleared away about your rights. This can be done, as I say, with my service. You can come in for a consultation, or we can do it by email or phone or Skype. My contact details are there on the screen. I'm Main Street, Enfield, County Meath. My telephone number, as you can see, is 046 954 9614, and there are a number of email addresses that you can get me at, but Terry@employmentrightsIreland.com will do, or else just visit my websites, employmentrightsIreland.com or businessandlegal.ie, and simply fill in the contact form. I hope this has been helpful for you.